And here comes question 8 for 800 points. May 12th of this year, 5/12/13, was a Pythagorean date in that the sum of the squares of the month and day equal the square of the 2-digit form of the year. So 5 squared plus 12 squared gives you 13 squared. How many such dates are there in this century? A, 1 to 15, B, 16 to 30, C, 31 to 100, or D, more than 100? And so we'll see, it did turn out to be A, 1 through 15. 2 people got that right. Who else got it right? All right, so Jeremy, did you agree with her helper, or what would you like to say about this question here? Don't tell us how great you think it is or anything like that, but how did you figure it out?
I just listed 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, and 7, 24, 25, and then you just multiply,
Right.
you keep making more Pythagorean triples, and then you rule out the ones that are past once.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so for example, like it couldn't be 30, 40, 50,
Yeah.
something, yeah, right. All right, so that, and it's kind of hard to do that in that time maybe, but that's very good that you did, and you figured it out as well, and so we'll see, and I think we have what they are up here as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so here are all the ones, and it is less than 15, and so it did turn out to be 1 through 15, and it turned out it didn't matter whether it was this century or any other century, but since we're living in this century, we thought that would be the best one to pick and not try to throw you off, and we wouldn't want to pick a century before Pythagoras, because then we'd be in logical trouble. Right. But now we'll see what the scores are. So Jeremy in first place at 2,700, then Sherilyn at 2,500, Francis at 1,800, Edward at 1,600, Wendy 1,300, and Krista at 1,200. So I also should. All right, so here comes question 8. Or 9, excuse me, for 900. We did question 8. We shouldn't do it twice. It'll inflate the scores. So what the correct answer is.
It was C.
Well, either we didn't have a right answer and nobody liked it. It did turn out to be C, yes. You could do it using determinant. You could try to, do a multiple of one, Gaussian elimination, however you want to try it. But it turns out that it does have an infinite number of solutions and they're all on one line. And we don't have a graph for that. But now you can probably figure out what that does to the score. But we'll see it anyway. So Jeremy, he's not upset with his helper because he still won. He has 2,700 points, a thumbs up. Then Sherilyn with 2,500, Francis 1,800, Edward 1,600, Wendy 1,300, and Krista 1,200. So Jeremy, you've won a graphing calculator and $500, and of course that works out pretty well. You can give 100 to each of your fellow contestants. And so I'll come congratulate the contestants, and then you absolutely.
Thank you.